Hello. Oh, sorry. Hello. I haven't shot a video in a really long time. When I came here last year, I'm at the tram station on the bottom. Just chilling. I was gonna leave last year. I bought a ticket and all that. But then I saw the library had all these just fucking bomb videos, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna rip all those motherfuckers. So I spent like the whole winter. I basically spent the last 8 months just ripping shit tons of movies. I'm still gonna rip about 50 more before I go, but literally like just every great movie you'd want. They have a lot of weird titles and cool little gems you find that you watch and you're like, oh, that's fantastic. And I'm a cinema buff, so. But now summer's coming, and I got an annual pass for the tram, so I'm gonna go up. Last summer was the best summer I had in 20 goddamn years, and most of my years are shit across the board. But yeah, I had just a fantastic time last year. I had a decent winter. It was okay. But I mean, it's California. I already lived here for 10 years, so it is what it is. It's not like I don't know the fucking city. But yeah, I just went up for Memorial Day weekend. I'm gonna spend the day here again, and then tomorrow morning I'll hump off the trail and fucking get the fuck out of here. And I'll come back in a week or two, something like that. But I'm gonna spend the summer up here hiking. When I came up here last summer, I fucking kind of loafed around. I really wasn't really doing shit. I was in a weird state in my head, which I always am, I suppose. But yeah, and then I wanted to acclimatize, so it took a while. And then I did little hikes or whatever, but I wasn't really pounding it out. But I did at the end, and then I was like, and it was really pretty, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? And I just sat on my fat ass. I'm like, I mean, I still lost a shit ton of weight and got in shape, hiking shape somewhat. But there's different levels to that, obviously. Yeah, but I was like, it bummed me out that I didn't hike more. I'm like, But yeah, so this is, it's Memorial Day now, Monday. I've been here 2 days or whatever. I think I got here Saturday, some shit like that. But yeah, it's been awesome. I had a great time. And the vibe, as soon as I got off the tram, it's always the same. The place is just, it makes me giddy. You can't fuck with California, especially Southern California, like alpine environments, just beautiful fucking trees. And even though they all get snow, and sometimes they get copious amounts of snow, there's an aridity in the environment, so it's got a real desert feel to it. You know what I mean? It's like the kind of environment where, for the kind of woods that they get, you would expect that there would be like lichen, like there'd be mushrooms fucking everywhere and stuff. And there's none. I haven't seen a goddamn mushroom in the entire fucking thing. You see moss, just little, real fine, shitty, bark moss and stuff like that. But yeah, you'd expect there'd be lichen, but it's a testament to how fucking, how dry the environment is up there. So it's such a unique environment. And I lived in Tahoe with Deidre, so it's similar. I mean, that's more northern though. They get a little more, they get way more snow, but out there you would see mushrooms and shit. There's some moisture in the air just generally all the time or whatever. They have a humidity. These ones really don't, or they only do, until winter comes off. So yeah, just the trails are really cool and it's really pretty. It's just a real different environment. I really want to go to San Gorgonio, which I'm not going to, but I'd love to, just to see what it's like. And I have a feeling it's wetter over there. You know what I mean? Like there's more. They got a lake up there and shit, Big Bear Lake. But I would love to go up there and fuck off for a month or two. But yeah, that'd be on a bucket list item in another lifetime. But yeah, so I came back and I had a good time. I did the fucking tram road. I pounded on, I got to the parking lot in 2 hours. That's not bad. I mean, because I've been sitting on my ass for 8 months ripping movies. Literally, that's all I did was rip movies. and they take a while to rip. It's not like you just put it in 5 minutes you got it. They're like 20 or 30 minutes usually. So that being said, I got a fucking massive collection. Everything there's maybe 40 movies I would probably like to buy that they don't have, but their library selection is insane. I mean, they have everything. But yeah, so I had an okay winter, and now I'm doing this for the summer. And I'm gonna go for a week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever, and I'll come back, and then I'm gonna try to be up here all summer. I mean, I'm gonna have to come down per reprovision and shit like that, but yeah, I really want to hike and just kind of immerse myself in the environment, and I don't mind the city. I mean, towards the end of my summer last year, yeah, I didn't mind being out. I don't mind the city in the summer here. I know a lot of people bitch about it or complain. I've been through fucking 11 summers. It's like, I don't really mind. It's 115. I'm fucking walking around. I don't really give a shit. I'm like kind of immune to heat, I guess, if that's what you say. But I'm immune to cold too, because I'm fucking from Minnesota, so it's whatever. But yeah, I don't really pay much attention to weather. But and at nights it's super comfortable. It's fucking 80 degrees at nights, which sounds roasting. Yeah, it's not at all. If you're just sitting there, it's not. Or if you're running a marathon, yeah, it'd be real uncomfortable. But yeah, so I went on a hike. The second day, I went up to San Jacinto Peak. Holy fuck. There's about 5 or 6 stupid assholes that sometimes they do Skyline, which is from the bottom of PS all the way to that top of the peak. Now you can just do it to the tram. That's officially Skyline, and then you would go on to but some people will go all the way to the peak from there. And everyone that does talks about it like it's nothing. Just, oh yeah, it's only 3,000 feet of elevation, and fuck you. The hiking guy, one of the guys that I watch on YouTube, it's like, holy shit. And I've seen most of his videos. He does all SoCal shit and stuff like that. I'm a SoCal guy.
If you have 8:30 or 8:36 tickets, we got the great reporting area.
Yeah, but he's fucking. He literally talked about the Skyline hike like it was like that part of the hike is inconsequential. That's the hike I did yesterday. Now I didn't feel fucked off from the tram road is tough. It's got a steep grade and it's hard and it's asphalt, so it's fucking hard on your feet. But I felt good. I woke up, I was like, oh cool, 9 o'clock, I bounced. I headed out in there like 9:05, some shit like that. I took my time. I was not in a fucking race or anything like that. Oh my God, I hit the fucking marathoner's wall. By the time I got to the top, I was fucking... Oh, yeah. Now, they have a cabin up there. I wasn't actually planning on staying in it. I thought I was going to do the whole hike, but I was so... I literally had pushed myself to a point where I couldn't do anymore. Like, I just was done. I couldn't fucking ascend another goddamn foot. But, so I went in the cabin. There was a couple there, and they were doing that thing where I know they were doing stuff. I had my back turned to them. They have 2 bunk beds there. I laid in one of them. It's super uncomfortable, and they're not even safe to be in. It's like, oh, you need to fly some wood up here and fucking make, something where you don't get a lawsuit if someone gets hurt, because these things were shit. But I laid there for about 40 minutes, and then I left. But yeah, they didn't want me there or whatever, and then 2 girls and a daughter came. It's an emergency shelter. You don't rent it or nothing. Anyone could sleep in it anytime. It's just, you go on a long hike, you're too tired to go on, or if it's inclement weather or something like that, that's exactly what it's for. And it needs to be there too, because you're quite a ways away from getting to anywhere else that might be a feasible rescue, you know what I mean? So it's cool that they had it. I didn't plan on staying on it. I did before I even did the hike. Before I even came up to the mountain, I thought about doing that on my second day and then spending the night up there and coming down the next day. But by the time I got up there, by the time I started my hike, I had decided I wasn't going to stay up there. I was like, fuck that. I've seen pictures of it and all that and videos on it, but I was like, yeah, that's not really my thing. I kind of like just being out on a rock somewhere. You give me a flat rock. I got a fucking sleeping bag. It's a shit one. It'll keep you warm. It's not comfortable, but I don't need comfort. So, Yeah, so I get up there and I'm, like I said, I hit the marathoner's wall. I literally, Halle Berry could be up fucking 10 feet wanting to have sex with me if I could go up there. I'm not getting any. I just literally had gone as far as I could fucking go. Okay, I would have probably pushed myself another 10 feet for Halle Berry, but you get my point. I had exerted myself as much as I could. Sat in this bunk bed. They were weird. You know what? What the fuck? Americans leave so much to be desired nowadays. What do people not introduce themselves? I walk in and I was like, hi. And I was like, I'm going to crash here if you don't mind. And they're like, yeah, that's fine. I could tell already with the demeanor, but no introduction, no, oh, hi, my name's so-and-so, nothing like that. And it's weird because most of the hikers out here, see, you get that in the city. And I only live in cities. I'm an urban, I live in cities, you know, I'm a fucking urban person. So it's like, yeah, when I get some of the people that, like when I came here last year and they were super nice to me, it kind of threw me off because I'm not used to fucking people being nice. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I can chat with you then. I didn't forget how to socialize. I just never do. So it's like, it's weird. That being said, though, these people were not that people. These people were like urban people. Yeah, and I was like, you know, I think they thought they were going to get the thing to themselves. Well, a mom and her two daughters came, and then two people were going up to it when I left. And then another two were going up that looked like they weren't going to come down, and they didn't have fucking camping gear or anything like that, you know. So it was going to be a full house there, which is fine. I want to give it a shit, but it made me think, it's like, do people not like introduce themselves anymore or shake hands? That whole introductory phase of when you meet someone new seems to have like, yeah, I don't know, it's weird. It throws me because it's like, well, I don't know who you are. You know, I want to fucking at least have you shake my fucking hand or say hi, or, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't like that whole thing because then it gives you an air of being like sinister. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to know me because you're gonna fucking kill me as soon as I go to sleep. You know what I mean? It's a fucking serial killer couple up there that I barely survived. Fortuitously. Yeah, but it's like, I just don't get it. And it's an American thing, because if you go to a lot of other countries, or most other countries, that's not the thing. But that this vibe in America, the desocialization of everyone, where it's like, people don't even fucking introduce themselves anymore. You can fist bump me, elbow bump me. I don't give a fuck if you don't want to touch my hand. That's fine. Don't even know what's on my hand half the time. I understand that. But at least fucking a name or something, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, I don't get that. It's a fucking massive turnoff, though, when you're around people like that. And it was a very urban reaction, so I'm assuming he's a city guy from somewhere, and maybe not here. Palm Springs is pretty small, and you still kind of get that. Usually the smaller the city, you'll still have more of the social decorums that you would expect from the 80s. You know, still carrying the torch for decorum, which have completely dissipated and vanished in just about any other big city. But yeah, so I fucking am gonna hike it down. I look at my thing, I pack up my bag. It's 6 o'clock. Now, I thought the tram left at 10:30, and I'm like, I think I can get the 9:30 tram if I really fucking, you know, if I haul. But I fucking go all the way down. This is after hitting the marathoner's wall going up, and I fucking flew. I broke the whole trek up into 3 parts in my head. First section, second section, third section. Oh my God, I peeled the first one off quick, and I wanted to get the fuck off because Tahquitz Peak, it was cold, and it was windy. Not in a dangerous way, but just, yeah, it wouldn't have been a place I would want to crash the night in the event that I would have to sleep outside last night. I peeled that fucker off super quick, and then I got down into the second leg of it, and it just, oh my God, it was like one of those dreams.
Please, we are now boarding the 845 tram. If you have 845 on your ticket, please make your way to the boarding area.
It was like one of those dreams where you're walking down the hall, and the hall is fucking telescoping. It was like that when I was going up to the peak, too. Like, it just, every time I go up 10 feet, the mountain seemed to grow 20. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It was irritating me. I was getting super frustrated. It seemed like every time I fucking went up some, the mountain got higher than it was before. I'm like, yeah, so the second one took quite a while. I don't know how long. I think an hour and 20. And then the third leg, I went down pretty fast. I got down by, I think like 9:30 or something like that, but I got lost. And I'm right at the fucking end. I can see the fucking ranger station lights. There's 2 of them. And then I can see kind of they got some big beacon light now for people to see, but it's useless as tits on a nun because the fucking woods got huge trees in it, you know. I mean, you're not within like a fucking mile, you're probably not going to see it. So, and that's even if it's a mile. But I got lost. I was on this Willow Creek Trail, and then I went back to it, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then there was this shitty kind of dilapidated bridge thing over a little creek, and I'm like, yeah, I remember hiking past it. I didn't, but I remembered in my head. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember I came up on this coming in. I was trying to like reverse engineer my fucking route, you know, going in or whatever. I finally did get to the ranger station, but yeah, it took a while. I sat on a big rock, and I literally, at this point, I was so exhausted. I just was like, I had my sleeping bag with me. I fucking put it on the ground and sleep. I don't give a shit. But yeah, once I got to the rock, I was thinking of doing that. I sat there for about 20 minutes or so, and then I was like, let me fucking, I'm like, if I gotta walk through the woods just straight beeline for the goddamn ranger station lights, I'll do it. I don't give a shit. But I ended up managing to find it, but then again, not without trial. They have the tram. It says tram. It's got a little placard and an arrow in the general direction, but it's not the exact direction. I'm such a detail-oriented guy, so I'm going like exactly where the arrow is. It's actually towards the left of what the arrow is a little bit, you know. And then, needless to say, though, I fucked off another amount of time going down a fucking false trail, then having to turn around and go back, and then I finally got on the right one. Got to the ranger station, so. And I was just shot. I was so fucking tired. I sat at the bottom of the fucking, they have this huge stairway. Oh, it's just brutal. Going to the fucking the clubhouse. I think I sat there for like fucking 45 minutes. I didn't even move. I was just wrecked. I was so fucking wrecked. And climbing up the fucker, it's steep. It's a big zigzag fucking switchback going up to the clubhouse. It's all concrete and there's a handrail and shit, but yeah, it's not easy to do. I mean, it's easy to do when you're not tired as boss, you know. But yeah, I think it took me 30 minutes just to get up, and I was just gassed. And this time I'm not acclimatized either, so I mean, I'm fucking sucking nose like it's nobody's business. Or I have these fits where I have to sit and suck in a bunch of, you know, oxygen or whatever. Anyways, though, yeah. I'm excited about the summer again. I wanted a redo of last summer because it was the best summer I had since I met Deidre. It's the best summer I had since I was with her, because most of my life is always shit. So yeah, but it was great, and I'm gonna try to do part 2 of it now. So we'll start in like a week and a half. I'll come back up, and then I'll spend serious time. I'll try to do 5 days up and 2 down or something like that. Just reprovision, you know, clean myself up, get stuff, whatever. But yeah, so that's gonna be the start of my summer, and then I have to I'm probably gonna leave in September. They close the fucking tram down, and my yearly pass, whatever, will be gone, and yeah, I'm probably going to I have to move somewhere and get a job. There's no jobs here, so they wouldn't hire me anyways, even if there is none. So I have to go somewhere where I can get a job, and if I can't, yeah, it's just like all the entry-level jobs in America, they're all taken by immigrants now, you know, and it's like they don't hire white people, and those are the people that they also are the hiring people for those jobs. So yeah, I don't know. I been a weird. This isn't the spot I want to be in my life at 55. I mean, I didn't think that. I was a cook for 20 years. I didn't think I would never not cook, you know. And I didn't care that I got underpaid for it almost always. That was fine because I love doing it, you know. I'm a good cook and I like doing it. And I'm classically trained and all that. But yeah, trying to get a job is a real motherfucker. Now in SoCal, I understand that, but yeah, I'm gonna have to move somewhere else. Fargo is probably where I'm going. I went there a couple winters ago, just for a few weeks. I wanted to stay, but I didn't have the money. The money I had ran out, and I had to go back to Minneapolis. But yeah, I'll probably go there, get a job, and then I'm just gonna work my ass off for the winter, and I'm getting out of America. So that's the goal. And if not, I have a plan C, but I don't want to fucking do that. It's not good. Yeah, but it's just, yeah, I don't know. It's a shitty time to be my age. If I was younger, I'd be fine. And if I was younger, I'd probably get hired. But if I was younger, yeah, I mean, I could anticipate how everything unfolded in America. Like I said, with the kind of social breakdown, and then you have all the people with their face in their phone all the time, and people don't interact anymore. And yeah, it's a real weird environment, and it's so different from how it was from me growing up in the 70s and 80s, you know. And I kind of always hang on to that, you know, you are a fixture of the era, you know, you were born, you were raised in, or whatever, you know what I mean? But anyways, I just wanted to shoot a video and touch up on what I'm doing or whatever, and that's it. I'll post it on YouTube. Peace!